Hey, this is Al Bane from Al Bane for Leather, and I'd like to take a moment and talk to you about controlling the thread when on-tacking using the swing down edge guide. Okay, so basically I'm going to load in a new bobbin. Okay, I'm going to control my needle thread so it's going through the inside of the inner presser foot and hold it back and away at 1 o'clock just like normal, but the edge guide would typically be in your way. So my hand is going from the operator's right around to the back and just controlling the thread. Okay, so now I'm going to cycle the machine 1 full revolution and bring the bobbin thread up. So I'm going to take the tail from the back side and just go, and now the bobbin thread and the needle thread are loaded through the foot, remember, and then I'm just going to lay it right over here. Didn't get enough tail out of the bobbin, but there you go. So now they're just laying right there. I'm going to install my cap, and basically that's it. So when I go to start sewing, I'm going to load in my workpiece. I'm going to drop my presser foot, set it on there. Now my hand is ready to control the thread. So the threads are just laying here. I'm ready to pick them up, and now I'm going to hold them back and away to 1 o'clock in the normal position, except my hand is wrapping around the vertical mast of the edge guide. So I'm going to on-tack here, but this piece is going to have a different kind of tack. It's called an overlap tack. So I'm just going to start sewing. After my third stitch, I can let go. So now by using the edge guide, it's going to help me control that edge, but I like to use my index finger and my thumb. So basically I'm going to make the Star Trek Live Long and Prosper thing from the Vulcans. So everybody's seen this thing, Live Long and Prosper. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to straddle the vertical part of the edge guide with my middle finger and ring finger. And now I'm going to use my index finger and my thumb as an additional guide. Then my right hand is going to basically put the fingers up against the cap and just control the material like this, and this provides a really stable control point for folding the leather. Okay. Sewing the entire perimeter, and I'm coming up to the very beginning where my telltales are. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the loose ends right up against the workpiece, and then I'm going to make my final approach. So I'm at the little corner there. Come along, do-do-do-do. Just sewing along like, you know, like what I'm doing every day. Okay, so now I'm at the very beginning, but I'm a very short stitch too far away. It hasn't quite made it. So I'm going to cycle the machine to the top, and then now I'm going to use my hand and hand cycle, and what I want to do is get the needle to fall right into the original hole. So I'm going to use the reverse lever over here to cycle the machine. So you see I'm on the reverse lever. Now look at the needle, and I'm going to just reposition so the needle's right above that hole. I'm going to hand cycle it so it comes down. Now that needle is going to pierce the very first hole in the exact spot. Bury the needle past bottom to the center, cycle the reverse lever back to its original place, and now I'm going to overlap tack. So we're in the very first hole we pierced at the very beginning of the run, and now I'm going to sew past by 5, and using the exact edge guide and the same control system, we have a perfect execution of an overlap tack. Now I'm going to use my finger deploy method to remove the material. So I'm going to raise the foot, lock it open, use the finger deployed by pulling out 3 inches here, and then remove the workpiece together. Ta-da! I hope this information helps a little bit and demystifies the operation of the swing down edge guide. Peace, and please pay it forward.